Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2025 Liberty Lottery! The 18th annual Liberty Lottery begins with the following contest scheduled for one fall for the VCW Liberty Championship. Introducing first the challenger. He hails from Salem, Oregon, and weighed in at 194 pounds, Lightning Parker Lee!
Welcome to not only the biggest event in VCW history, but the single biggest independent wrestling show in the state of Virginia's long and storied history with the sport. This is the 2025 Liberty Lottery, coming to you from the very first time from the Portsmouth Pavilion in Portsmouth, Virginia. I am Jason Heat. I will be one half of your host tonight, along with my colleague, Brandon Metheny, who is also handling the ring announcing duties for tonight. And we are being joined for one night only by the former and returning commissioner of VCW, the esteemed Mr. George Pantis.
Introducing his opponent, now residing at Mount Vernon, Virginia, weighing in at 207 pounds. He is the reigning and defending VCW Liberty Champion, Commander King!
We are starting off with a Liberty title match. In the ring right now is Parker Lee, the Lightning, making his debut. And he is going up against a man who knows that to ignore history is to be doomed to repeat it. A student of the game, and the only wrestler with 2 titles, 2 honorifics as his names. He is Commander King. The current Liberty champion, who pays homage to the forefathers of our great nation, has put Myron Malone in the rear view after multiple attempts. Myron Malone is no longer allowed to challenge for the Liberty Championship, and that means the field of contenders was wide open. Our board of directors has been scouting talent, and they found this incredible prospect, the sparked speedster, Parker Lee, who is walking in with a heck of a mountain to climb. But what an opportunity for this young man to potentially start his first night in VCW by winning the Liberty Championship. I'm joined now by Brandon Metheny. What an incredible atmosphere it is here at the Portsmouth Pavilion.
Jason, it is a packed house here at the Portsmouth Pavilion. It is a wonderful place to be, a beautiful evening for the biggest event in VCW history, kicking off with this amazing title match with a newcomer and Commander King facing off. It's going to be a great night.
All the research on Parker Lee is that this man is lightning fast with shocking precision offense. Of course, Commander King, pound for pound, maybe the strongest wrestler on the roster. They say that styles makes fights. We are looking at 2 very different approaches to pro wrestling to start the night off. You mentioned that this is the biggest event in VCW history. Not only that, this is the biggest event in independent wrestling in the history of the state of Virginia. We are so happy to have you joining us, watching this event as we start off with the Liberty title on the line.
And really like you said, there's a lot of speed, there's a lot of lightning, if you'll pardon the pun, for Parker Lee, but not a ton of, already quick cover. Speaking of lightning.
Starting fast.
I mean,
and 2 right now, 2 attempts, not a 2 count.
I mean, he could catch Commander King sleeping. There he go, one more time.
Backslide, that is 3 pinning predicaments in the opening seconds of this match, and Commander King intercepting.
And Commander King showing that strength, not just catching, but then flipping over and slamming Parker Lee to the mat, showing that power and why he has had an iron grip on that championship.
Commander King has finally put Myron Malone in the rear view and has also proven that he doesn't need anyone to get the job done. We've seen Commander King in the past with cronies, with managers, but he has proven he doesn't need anyone but himself to be a champion.
No, you have to wonder if perhaps losing...
Oh, wow.
Oh, beautiful crossbody. This could be it.
Hit right into the legs, potentially a vulnerable area for Commander King, who was clutching at that leg. That may have done a lot of damage.
I mean, that's a... the power base comes from those knees. He needs them to push off. He needs them to lift. He's in a lot of pain right there. Referee Ron Mills getting in there, looking like he's going to check on Commander King, make sure, okay, King saying he's all right, but that's a clear target now for Parker Lee.
Commander King now very unexpectedly on the defense. First blood seemingly going to Parker Lee.
Sorry, go ahead, Jason. That's a beautiful crossbody by Parker Lee there, catching him, but then the wily veteran with the kick to the midsection, taking Lee down, and now just a straight right punch. It's not pretty, but it's effective.
Commander King does not offer respect. You have to earn his respect, and Parker Lee will not earn that respect unless he walks out of here holding that Liberty title.
And that is a high bar for respect, as you said, and one that no one has managed to take from Commander King yet. Nice back elbow there.
Commander King looking to assert his dominance. This is the first time we've seen Commander King with a pinfall attempt. Only one. A lot more work left to do to take down the man who moves like Mercury.
No, I think that was just a message to Parker Lee. That was just I'm coming and I'm going to keep trying this until you are down and out.
Well, one has to wonder if Commander King is offended. Commander King worked incredibly hard to rise up the ranks here, felt overlooked and unnoticed in VCW for years, and here's Parker Lee walking in, well-regarded, well-touted, into a title match, his first night in the company. That can't sit well with many members of the roster.
I'd agree, although the irony is that Commander King said for years all he needed was a shot. Well, that's all Parker Lee needs is a shot, potentially. So it's perhaps some familiarity there. Another cover, just a 1 count.
6 years of pro is Parker Lee, has been rising up the ranks. The experience advantage goes not only the experience advantage, but also the home field advantage here to Desmond King.
I mean, breaking at the referee's count, but of course, if Desmond King gets disqualified, he's still the champion. If he loses the match, he keeps the title.
Championship advantage in full effect for Commander King. It means Parker Lee is going to have to wrestle a very smart match. Kitchen sink right to the gut of Parker Lee.
Just taking the air out of him completely. Commander King going for something else to try to maybe finish this here.
Doesn't matter how good your cardio is if all the air has been forced out of your diaphragm by that kitchen sink, and now the gourd buster.
Just a beautifully executed move, and also not just beautifully executed, but demonstrating the power of Commander King.
And Commander King forcing Parker Lee back into the center of the ring. You saw Parker was trying to roll to the outside, maybe force a bit of a timeout. Commander King said, not on my watch.
That is, if you'll pardon the pun, impressive ring generalship by Commander King, knowing where the ropes are, getting back to the center, and going for the pin.
There's a reason that many call him General Commander King.
There is, and of course then he has 3 titles, which is even more impressive.
Well, technically 1 title and 2 names.
That's true as well.
But Commander King has really elevated himself, earning this spot not only as champion, but opening one of the biggest shows in memory under the brightest lights here, our first time at the Portsmouth Pavilion. Commander King now, and maybe almost a 1.9, I would say, not even a full 2 for Commander King.
Yeah, it's the longest count we've seen so far, but not particularly long. And Parker Lee just showing really impressive resilience. He's taken some pretty big shots from Commander King and still just keeps coming.
Commander King now working over the midsection of Parker Lee, trying to continue to compromise his back, his abs. Effectively, like you said, if you can't move, your speed is not an asset.
Absolutely, you can't move and you can't breathe. I mean, knocking that air out, that is of vital importance, because if you can't breathe, you also can't move, you can't fly, can't do anything, you're just gonna lose.
Parker Lee is known for a big duck, dive, and dodge offense, and right now Commander King has not allowed Parker Lee to get out the gates since the early moments of this match.
Maybe turning things around there, though, that boot to the face. Parker Lee looks like he wants to go up top on a little bit of wobbly legs there. This may be taking longer than it should for him.
Struggling to reach the heights necessary, and that costs Parker Lee as Commander King had it scouted, and now it's Commander King climbing the mountain.
And just hoisting Parker Lee up to that middle rope. What is he going for here? A beautiful back into the ring suplex.
That is that pound for pound power on display by the tank of VCW. He does not need to call the cavalry. Commander King is all he needs. Cover right now, leg hooked, and at the last moment, Parker Lee still has something left inside.
And I feel like I'm starting to see some frustration on Commander King's face there, Jason. I mean, I think he really expected that would be enough to put him down, to put Lee down, and it just wasn't.
Commander King came in expecting a dominant victory, maybe almost a coronation, though that goes against the spirit of our great nation. No kings.
Well, so they say. But Commander King now really on the back foot all of a sudden here with that dropkick to the face. It has really put him in a bad way.
Parker Lee proving he deserves the opportunity. He has been provided. He is proving the scouts right. This man may be the ultimate underdog, but has every opportunity to walk out a champion tonight.
Absolutely, and a kip up there. Suddenly Parker Lee in control. Commander King backed into the corner. We could have a new champion here, Jason.
Electrifying offense may signal a changing of the guard. I didn't realize tonight was election night. We may be bringing in a brand new commander-in-chief for VCW.
And a beautiful cutter by Parker Lee there.
That is the bolt cutter. It strikes like lightning. Only need for it to strike once, but Commander King manages to get the shoulder up.
Commander King just finding a way, showing that resilience. It's made him a champion, but boy, that was close.
There's a reason Commander King has found himself in this position. He is proving it time and time again with every win. Want to re-emphasize by himself. No backup, no Cassius Cash Carter, no Big AC, no Neil Sharkey. This is all, win or lose, on the shoulders of the Commander.
Oh, absolutely. Commander King has shown that he can do it all, but he's found maybe his match here with Parker Lee, rolling, looking for, I'm not sure, but it gets hung up on the ropes there. Commander King
looking to cut. The lightning down to size. He calls that. Commander is coming.
He was coming and he collided. A brutal clothesline there.
The warning doesn't do much. When the Commander is coming, he gets you lifting to failure, and this is going to be the end. Commander King retains.
Here's your winner, and still VCW Liberty Champion, Commander King!
In the center of the Mid-Atlantic, Commander King reigns supreme. There will not be a change in leadership. We continue to be led into battle by our commander, Commander King.
And you have to wonder, Jason, who can possibly take that title from Commander King?
A bold effort by Parker Lee. Hope to see him back in VCW, but on such a monumental night, it is a monumental victory for the Commander, the King.